All right, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we are going to be checking out some more Greenlight stuff. Like I said, I've been out of Greenlight for a while. I'm getting back into them and we're hitting them kind of hard. So for today's video, we are going to be checking out just some of the absolutely most awesomest, sweetest trucks that I could find at my favorite toy store, which I said in a previous video, just recently reopened. So, without any further ado, let's start off down here. Now, this one is a Barrett-Jackson series, so this can be found in most stores that carry die-cast cars, like Hobby Lobby, things like that. This is one of their more mainline series. But this is a really, really cool truck. So, it's an '84 Chevy K5 Blazer. Now, that being said, the K5 Blazer is a really cool truck, but this is actually a pretty close representation of the 80. My dad had one in this exact same color combination. I forget if his was like an 83 or an 85. I'd have to ask him, but this is an 84, so I mean, it's pretty close. Blue with the white top and the white stripe. I'd have to ask my dad and see if he has any pictures of the old K5 Blazer, but if I could show you guys. But this is pretty close to the vehicle that I rode home from the hospital in on the day I was born. So I figured that was really cool. And Dad, I know you're probably watching. If I find another one, I'll send it to you so you can add that to your collection. Next up, we've got something from Ford. Pretty interesting. This is a 94 F-150, one of the Bigfoot Cruiser. So I guess like a Bigfoot team truck. But the reason I absolutely had to have this is this truck just screams early 90s. The big vinyl tribal stripes on the side. I love the cowl visor on the front of the windshield. This big spoiler thing at the back of the cab. The side skirts. I love that style, that 90s. You know, whatever was going on in the early 90s with pickup trucks where they looked like RVs, you know, I absolutely love that stuff. So very cool truck, some nice wheels on there too. I can't wait to get a good look at that one too. Next up, of course, we can't have a truck video. We've got our Chevys, we've got our Fords, now we've got our Dodge stuff. These guys are very special, very hard to come by. So as you can see, these are Outback Toy Store exclusives. So from my understanding, you can only get these two trucks. There's four of them, 4 different paint jobs. You can only get these from Outback Toy Store, which is about an hour away from my house. And I don't think they're a chain. I think the one near my house is the only location. Or from their website online. So I'll go ahead and leave a link for the Outback Toy Store website in the description for this video so you guys can try and get your hands on some of these absolutely beautiful first-gen Cummins pickup trucks. I have wanted a first-gen Ram in my collection for quite a while. I do have a second-generation Ram 1500 from Johnny Lightning and a very old, I think mid-60s model Dodge pickup truck from Greenlight as well, but I don't have any Cummins, first-gen Cummins pickup trucks. These would be the Cummins-powered turbo diesel trucks. This is so we have a stock ride height and a lifted ride height with the roll bar in the bed. So that is very cool stuff. I'm super excited to get those open. And then last up down here on the end, we have an AutoWorld. This is not a Greenlight. This is one of AutoWorld's B&B FarmToys.net exclusives. This is an 83 Chevy Silverado K10 fleet side with the lift kit. I'll show you guys a little later, but this will actually complete my entire row in the wall display case of AutoWorld Chevy square bodies, since my Overlander here didn't fit in the display case. I had to, there's one slot left, so I'll be sticking this guy up there. And real quick, before we start opening any of this stuff up, I know I've been keeping you guys waiting, I did get my hands on 2 more Zingers. So we've got 2 variations of the 85 Chevy Silverado C10 fleet side here. So 2 85 Chevy pickup trucks. These are Zingers, so they're going to stay in the box and go up on the wall. But let me know. I've actually got quite a few Zingers up there now. Here, we'll go look at them. All right, guys, so there is both of our 85 C10s mounted up to the wall with the rest of the Zingers. I've got the 2-pack there, and then this was a 65 Buick Riviera. But let me know, guys, if you'd like to see, because we've got at least a video's worth. We got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Zingers there. Let me know if you'd like for me to open those up. I mean, I kind of like them as wall decorations, but if you guys would want to get a closer look at them, they are pretty cool. You know, let me know in the comments. Do what you guys do. Anywho, back to the stuff at hand. So what do I want to open up first? Probably this Blazer. This Blazer is so cool. So let's get our 84 Chevy K5 Blazer Custom opened up. All right, guys, what a sweet looking truck this is. So real quick, I just wanted to point this out. I thought this was kind of interesting. On the card here, you can obviously see this truck is, you know, clearly lifted, whereas our Blazer is not lifted at all. It looks to be stock ride height, which is interesting because Greenlight does have a lifted variation for their K5 Blazer. I have one of them. So they very well could have replicated this truck a lot better with the lifted variation of their K5 Blazer. That being said, I like that this is stock ride height better. I'm happy that this is stock ride height because that makes it, you know, all the much more a representation of the truck that I grew up with as a child. I have a lot of really fun memories in that my dad's old K5, some of which are riding on my dad's shoulders as we walked back up the street because the truck made it to the end of the block and broke down. Specifically remember that. I can remember, you know, going to the park, local parks and stuff and that old thing. No, I never sat in the back of it because it was just too much of a hassle to get me into the back of it, so I'd always ride up front in it, which, you know, you'd get arrested for that nowadays, but it was the 90s. Nobody cared back then. Of course, as always with Greenlight, we do have the removable cap. You can see in the back we have our spare tire and blue back seat. It's interesting that it has back window glass. Their K5 Blazers don't usually have back window glass. That's kind of weird. But either way, still a really cool casting. I absolutely thrilled to add this thing to the collection. Such a sweet looking truck. Awesome color combination. To this day, I still would absolutely kill for a K5 Blazer, and every time I get the chance, like every time I have some money sitting around and I could just like throw at a, you know, old piece of junk Blazer, there's never anything to buy, and the only stuff that is out there to buy isn't worth buying because it's all rotted out and trashed and whatnot. It'd be awesome to have something clean and pristine like this, an old 80s model Blazer. But we do have a Barrett-Jackson license plate on this guy. This is, like I said, part of the Barrett-Jackson series. We'll do our quick underneath peek. It says 84 Chevy K5 Blazer, used under license, of course. One of my favorite things about the Barrett-Jackson series from Greenlight is they give you a whole paragraph, not just about K5 Blazers, but specifically this K5 Blazer. So it says here, this Blazer has been through a ground-up restoration and is powered by a fuel-injected 5.3 liter LS. There's no such thing as a 5.3 liter LS. What they mean is it's a 5.3 liter Vortec. We've talked about that before. Mated to a 4L60E automatic transmission. That's probably GM's worst transmission. I would have put a 4L80E on the back of that. So already you can tell the person that built this had, you know, very little experience with GM products. Yeah, the 4L60E, those are the ones that weld second and third gear together at 120,000 miles. The 4L80E is the absolute beast of a transmission. Also, fuel-injected 5.3 and a 4L60E. So that's basically a Chevy Tahoe driveline. It makes me so mad that it says 5.3 liter LS. You morons. It's a Vortec. Anyway, the exterior features a two-tone electric blue and vintage white finish. The interior has been refinished with blue and white tweed bucket seats. It includes power steering, power brakes, power windows, power locks, and air conditioning. It rolls on American Racing alloys wrapped in 35-inch BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. The undercarriage has been detailed. There is a rough country lift, and yeah, see, that's how you know that the person that built this truck is absolutely a schmuck. They know nothing about quality. Rough Country is probably the lowest quality off-road lift kit parts that you can buy. They're extremely cheap, extremely junky, and the stuff falls apart before you can even get the thing aligned. LED lights have been added inside and out. So I'm guessing, if they think it's a 5.3 LS and they put a Rough Country lift kit on it, whoever built that truck is a total schmuck. And I'll stand by that. But anyway, the little model's cool, right? Yeah, that's cool. If I can, let's move on before I rip apart somebody else's build. But yeah, very nice truck. I like it a lot. Very excited to add this thing to the collection. Very cool stuff. So next up, we'll open up our Ford for today's video. This 1994 F-150. Oh, this thing is super, super sweet. We'll get this guy opened up. All right, guys, here we go. Here is our 94 Ford F-150. Now, this one was scary, scary, scary to buy because if you look, all of this stuff, so this piece here is added on. This is an added on piece. This is an added on piece. I looked, there was about 5 or 6 of these on the shelf, and I looked at every single one to find the one that had the proper bed alignment. This wasn't all messed up. This wasn't bent. The bumpers were straight. So I made sure I found a good one for this one because this is a really cool truck. Like I always say, I'm not a Ford guy, but if I could have a Ford pickup truck from the last 30 years, it would be this body style F-150. Very, very nice looking. I believe they call these OBS, old body style. An OBS Chevy would be like a 90s body style, so I think these are OBS or whatever they're called. I don't know Ford terminology. I know Chevy truck terminology. I absolutely love the wheels on this thing too. Really cool. It just gives it such a 90s look. The spiral chrome wheels. Whatever this tribal stuff going on the side is, I don't know. It looks cool though. It looks like it would be on the side of a soda cup. Very, very cool truck though. Yeah, I absolutely love these. I guess you would call it like a roll bar, but not really. It's like a cab spoiler, I guess you could call it. But yeah, I love that look. As much as I love lifted trucks, I love trucks with big body kits on them too. And this is a very good looking model. We do have all of our details look correct. Bumpers are nice and straight. We even have on the door there the F-150 logo, or sorry, on the fender. That looks nice. Nice metal flake blue paint job on there, and then of course on the back you can see the Bigfoot Cruiser lettering. Yeah, all around a very, very nice casting, and I wish all of Greenlight's stuff would come out this nice. No license plate on there, but quite all right. If I want to be an insane critic, I would say that that Bigfoot logo is a little crooked there, but, whatever. Move that a little closer. Yeah, windshield wipers are detailed on. They took the time to paint the windshield wipers on, but they can't give you mirrors. What is with that? Anywho, so let's go ahead and take a peek underneath. We do have our year, make, and model. Yep, 1994 Ford F-150. Like I always say, I do love that about Greenlight. We always have the year, make, and model listed on the base of the car. Our card does not tell us much about the truck, as per usual with Greenlight. Like I said, that's why I like the Barrett Jackson series, because it tells you a lot about it. This is a hobby exclusive, so you're only going to find one of these in hobby shops and things like that. So very cool stuff. Another very nice addition to the collection from Greenlight. Yeah, absolutely great looking truck. So we've got our Chevy opened up. We've got our Ford opened up. Now let's open up our Dodges. We'll open these up at the same time, and we'll probably do the double lift thing. So we'll bring this lift over and this lift. All right, guys, here we are. These are our two 1992 Dodge Ram 250s. So as you can see, the one on the right is lifted suspension, and the one on the left is a stock ride height suspension. So we'll start off with the lifted one, and so we'll scoot this guy over. Sorry, my phone's being weird. Come on, focus on it. There we go. Very, very cool truck. You don't really see a whole lot of first-gen Dodge Rams as diecasts. At least I never have. I think I talked about it a while back on the channel that I kind of wanted like a first-generation Cummins. And I say Cummins because that's the engine that's in these trucks. These are the 5.9 liter 12-valve turbo diesel inline six built by Cummins. I think the early ones were not turbocharged, but the late model, so this is a 92, this is turboed. All right, sorry about that, had to take a phone call. But as I was saying, we have, I was talking about the Cummins 12-valve. It's a turbocharged inline six diesel engine, pretty much one of the most unkillable engines ever made. Excuse me, now I got the hiccups. They're known for just being absolutely indestructible. Not necessarily fast, although there's people out there that do, you know, all kinds of crazy amounts of work. With these, they had mechanical fuel injection, so if you want to make it faster, you pretty much just turn the fuel and the boost up. You know, the engine can take it. And they're certainly not slow once they're tuned and souped up a little bit. But out of the box, these things were certainly not lightning quick. Very, very cool truck, though. So we do have a special license plate on here. OBT 101, so that's Outback Toys 101. Yeah, like I said, and there's some schmutz on our tire here. Whatever. Like I said, yeah, both of these trucks here are Outback Toy Store exclusives, and as far as I know, you can only really get them from Outback Toys or from their website, you know. So sorry, my phone is like blowing up right now if I sound distracted. Anywho. Yeah, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description for the website for Outback Toy Store if you guys want to get your hands on a set of these, the Cummins pickup trucks. Very, very cool trucks. I'm really excited to add these to the collection. Like I said before, I've really wanted a first-gen Cummins. So like you see there, 92 Dodge Ram. And then, of course, we should have the same thing on this guy. Yes, 1992 Dodge Ram, and this is pretty cool. So this is how they do the lifted suspension. As you can see on the blue one here, the axle is just right through the base, whereas on the lifted one, you can see those 4 holes right there are where the little lifted suspension piece adds onto the base, and they then put the axle through that instead of just going straight through the base. So I guess that helps them save costs on production, so they don't have to make 2 different bases for the same truck. And also, I guess I could drill this guy out or get my hands on some suspension pieces and put a lift kit on this one. Very cool stuff. So, last up, we are going to scoot that lift out of the way. We're going to check out this AutoWorld casting. So, does it say AutoWorld? It doesn't really say AutoWorld anywhere on the box, so you'll have to believe me. There we go, AutoWorld. But this is B&BFarmToys.net. B&B Farm Toys and AutoWorld have teamed up to bring you this exceptional true 1/64 scale 83 Chevy Silverado diecast replica. Based in St. Joseph, Illinois, B&B Farm Toys is your online toy store bringing you the very best in die-cast replicas of farm-related replicas. We specialize in tractors, trucks, harvesting equipment, and even outrageous tractor pull competition vehicles. That might be kind of cool to see. Shop online and we'll deliver your favorite die-cast vehicle directly to your doorstep. So they might be worth checking out, actually. bnbfarmtoys.net. This would be either, I think, the third B&B Farm Toys truck that I have from AutoWorld. So without any further ado, we'll get this guy out of the box. All right, guys, what an awesome looking truck. So usually we have some engine detail in there. It seems like they didn't paint that one, or just the engine's black on this one, but that should be a 350 small block in there, seeing that this is a K10. So this would be a half-ton pickup truck, or, you know, the K20 would be your 3/4 ton, and 30 would be your 1-ton pickup truck. So this is a K10. Do you have a license plate? Yes, B&B Toys for the license plate on there. Very, very good looking casting. And this, like I said, does complete my row of 12 12 AutoWorld square body pickup trucks. So I will show you guys that row of trucks in just a moment here. Take in more of this beauty first. Very nice interior, I guess. Is that red or brown? It's like a reddish brown interior. As always with AutoWorld, we do get an opening tailgate, of course. Very nice little detail. Man, I had a tickle in my throat. I really, really like this red and gold color combination. So this will be the third lifted fleet side that I have. I have a red and black, a black and gold, and now a red and gold. So some very nice color combinations there. I absolutely, positively love this truck. Thing looks awesome. And again, this is one of AutoWorld's lifted castings, so we can take a look real quick. We just saw how Greenlight does a lifted truck. So we have here, I believe this is an 85 stock ride height K10. So underneath, you can see AutoWorld actually has a separate base cast for the lifted trucks versus the non-lifted trucks. So if you wanted to make this one lifted, you would have to get an entire lifted base, whereas like we saw with Greenlight, they have a little piece that they can that they can add on to install that axle. So I guess production costs of the lifted ones might be a little different. We can take a closer look here. There's our production date, 7/28/21. But we don't have a year, make, or model on this guy, unfortunately. That is one of my quarrels with AutoWorld, is they never put a year, make, or model on the base of their vehicles. So, but we do have our fun facts, so I guess you give some, you get some. So our premium facts for this guy, we've got the 1983 Chevy trucks introduced the extended cab and four-wheel drive options. This third generation of trucks were known as the CK series or square body. 83. Really? This body style was always known as the square body. Long before that, I always thought. Anyway, the 1983 Chevy truck was used in the movie Friday Night Lights. That's exciting. Seems like maybe they were running low on fun facts there. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get that card tucked away, and we'll put this truck back up in the case. So that is going to do it for all of our new trucks. We've got Chevys, we've got Ford, and we've got Dodges. So, almost had an accident there. Let's go ahead and get these 5 new trucks loaded into the parking garage. And then real quick, once we're done with that, I will take you guys, I'm going to put this guy in the display case, and I'll show you the complete row of 12 different trucks from AutoWorld. All right, so starting off, we have our 1984 Chevy K5 Blazer. Like I said, looks exactly like my dad's Blazer, so had to have that one. Next up, we have our 94 Ford F-150. It's a 94, if we can focus on it. Come on, there it is. 94, so it's as old as me. Next up, our two 1992. Come on, focus on them. There they are. 1992 Dodge Ram 250s, or first-gen Cummins, as they're more commonly known. So that is all of our stuff from Greenlight for today. So real quick, we're gonna go ahead and pop our AutoWorld Chevy in there, and then we'll, bring it over with the Blazer. So that is our 83 Chevy K10 fleet side. Very, very cool. And of course, like I said, it is the Silverado trim package. So we are gonna, instead of ending the video here like we normally do, I'm gonna bring you guys with me real quick while I pop this guy into the case. Alright, so this is going to be my whole row of 12 AutoWorld square bodies. Starting off, I don't think this red and black one here is a B&B Farm Toys exclusive, but I do have a lot of crap with that one. I got the gas pump, and I have the little Greenlight motorcycle in the back. Next up, this black and gold, I believe this is a 78 or 79. That is a B&B Farm Toys exclusive. I also think that is a Cheyenne. Yes, that's a Cheyenne. Then we have our new red and gold Silverado here. This green step side, that is also B&B FarmToys.net. I want to say that's a 78, but I could be mistaken. Next up, this was pretty recently released, this red step side here. The other variation of that is white, I believe. And next up, I have just some stock ride height stuff. Some recently, I believe that tan and red one was recently released. The dark blue and white, that was my first and second one there. That was my second. The red and white is a Canada only edition. That was a special paint job for the Olympics when they were in Canada, I believe. Late 70s again, and then on the end there, my 3 support trucks. So that is all of my 12 AutoWorld square bodies all in a row there. And I would have completed that a while ago if that guy had fit, but it did not. So, but that is what the desk is looking like, guys, and that is the display case there. We are running out of room at an alarming rate again. So, but not to worry, I'll figure something out. So make sure, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know which truck was your favorite from today. Like I said, I got some of them down there on the end, then the Chevy and the Ford there. But let me know which one was your favorite, and leave a like, leave a comment, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me, and I will see you guys in the next video.